The stock market crash of August 8th, 2011. Hello everyone, I'm Red with RedDragonLeo.com. And it looks like the crash that we have been waiting on, at least us bears, for the last 2 years has finally come. I'm fairly confident, or I should say extremely confident, that this market is going to crash. I believe it's going to start on Monday and continue down over the next few weeks, and could possibly actually bottom out at our fake print level of 34.65 on the SPY. I know that sounds unheard of, and I'm not saying for sure that it's going to go that far down. That is an absolute collapse in the market. It should take more like 6 months or something to work its way down to that level. I do believe it's going to hit that level. The when part is unknown. There are many people out there seeing that the market is going to go down to extreme lows. Some people are calling S&P 400, others 1,000. We got a fake print showing 34.65 on the SPY, which is 346 approximately on the SPX. Approximately 3,000 to 4,000 range on the Dow. That is coming. Now, in order for this to happen, and for the other fake prints to be met, specifically on the VIX fake print, we will absolutely have to have this happen extremely fast and just absolutely collapse. And here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you these fake prints. This just showed up again. I talked about this in the last video. Anna caught it on the 4-hour chart only, 34.65. The original date that this showed up was this date that it's showing here. This date that is showing is 1/31/2011, January 31st, basically, of this year. She caught it last week on 7/29/2011. It showed up again. The original print was, let's see here. This is the original print showing up when the market was trading at 128, etc. It showed up 34.65, 3,000 shares, and it showed up, as you can see here, the timestamp date is 1/31/2011. Another view of it here was this view. It showed after hours high 128, after hours low 34.65. This tells you that the Illuminati gangster reptilians have been planning on collapsing this market at least since January 31st of this year. It was already planned. They are already planning to loot the wealth of America and steal it from hardworking Americans as their 401k plans go out the window. This is going to be the ultimate low. Whether or not it gets there in 2 weeks or whether or not it gets there in 6 months, I don't know, but this is where they're taking it. So I just can't actually imagine it happening in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but it is possible, according to this video that I just put up there on the site. This is a fictional video, 9 minutes long. I urge you to watch it, the day after the dollar crashes. And they actually show it going down, I don't know, 67% or something in 2 weeks or 14 days. Which theoretically, 70-80% or 70%, I guess, to 80%, somewhere in that range, if that would be dropping it to that 34.65 on the SPY. So it is possible that that could happen in that short of time period, especially now that the computers run the market. They can blame it on the computer algorithms and the computer bot trading and say this will never happen again, blah, blah, blah. And it was all designed and staged to steal people's money by the Illuminati reptilians, these gangster thugs. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about George Daddy Bush, Henry Kissinger, George Jr., the Clinton family, both Hillary and Bill, the Rockefellers, Jay Rockefeller and David Rockefeller, George Soros, Warren Buffett. The list goes on and on. Oops, got lightning out here. That must mean all hell's getting ready to break loose in the market. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. It's pretty loud here on my end. On top of that, you got Tony Blair, you got Queen Elizabeth, you know, you got all the royalty over there in the Middle East, or in England. And they're all gangsters. They're reptilian shapeshifters. That dates back 4,000 years, folks. 4,000 years they've been controlling us and manipulating us and stealing from us. And their time is coming to an end. After they wipe out the market, they think they're going to enact martial law and just round us all up into prison camps and kill us all. And I'm sorry, but that's not the timeline I'm going down. Their time is going to come to an end, as Benjamin Fulford is saying, that the White Dragon Society slowly but surely getting the foothold in the door, and these people will eventually be arrested and tried for murder, crimes against humanity, theft, everything you can think of, every crime, treason, everything that you could ever think of. These are the most horrible people in the world. And let's continue on. This fake print of 3465, one of the reasons I said that it can happen such a short time period is what Dex, the Vulcan guy, said. Basically, his algorithm said it could collapse in literally 2 weeks. Well, there's also the fact that this other fake print on the VIX has to be met if they're going to be accurate. And this fake print on the VIX is showing 349.42. Folks, we're at 30 something on the VIX now. This print came from 6 June. The let's see, that says 6/1, but that might have been just where the line was hovering over. I think that this, 6/24 right here, that's the date. 6/24, that was the date of last year, 2010. They put this out. That tells you it has to be done quickly. For the VIX to rise that quick, the market has to absolutely just absolutely collapse. If it collapsed over the course of 6 months, it would rise steadily up and kind of stair step its way up, but I don't think it'd ever get up to 349 over the course of 6 months, because you'd probably put in some type of negative divergence, you know, where the market would actually be falling down, but the VIX wouldn't be going up as high, because everybody would be kind of pricing it in that, hey, you know, the market is collapsing. We understand that. They're not as panicked. You panic people the first time, you get the biggest scare out of them. The second time you show them the same thing, they're not quite as scared. And the third time, they're even less scared. They're factoring it in. That's where you get the negative divergence. So it'd go up quick the first time, maybe 100, 150. Then the second time, as the next leg went down the market, after it fell back down, the VIX would go back up, but it wouldn't be quite as high. And then it would do that again and again. And that is pretty much what you could actually go and look at the previous stuff with the VIX. If I actually had a chart here of the VIX over the course of the last 2008 and stuff like that. Seems like I had one here, but let's see. Does Cobra have one here in the VIX? Okay, yeah. Well, here's kind of, you know, here's one, the daily VIX. I don't know if he's got the, okay, well, just the daily VIX. You can kind of see that basically the market goes up, or the market collapses here, or it collapses here and the VIX goes up very high. Then it falls back down to here. Then it goes back up again, and the market actually, I think, made a lower low at that point. I have to go back and look, but if I had the 2008 chart on there, you could see it. Basically, it kind of had a move like this in the 2008, the first crash, and then it actually went down. The market actually dropped lower in 2009 in March and bottomed out at 666, but the VIX wasn't as high. It didn't go higher. It kind of fell down as the market rallied through December, and then as the market collapsed again in March of 2009, the VIX came back up and put in a lower high, which would be your negative divergence. That's what would happen if we did this over the course of 6 months. And that's why this tells me that there is a strong possibility of an absolute 2 or 3 week collapse, all the way down to that fake print, that 3465 on the SPY. I know it sounds unheard of, but it is very, very possible, folks, for that to happen, because these two prints were taken back on January the 31st, 2011, telling you where the Illuminati were telling you where they're going to take the market, where they're going to collapse it to. There's the same print, same date, and then the most recent one, Anna caught last week on 7/27, 2011. So lots of 11s in there again. 2 and 9 makes 11 again, and on 2011 is when it happened. And of course, here you got the 1, and 11. So you get more 11s in there. The Illuminati love the number 11. They love it. And so there's also, here's possibly a first bouncing target, 8,300. We still have this print from last year. And that matches up actually with, that matches up perfectly with 885 on the SPX. Actually, that's saying the ES, but pretty close in that range on the SPX. Which could be our big bounce maybe for after it kind of settles down. The very first leg down, as far as Monday goes, Monday literally could drop. I've still got this old print from 10/18/2010 showing the market was at 118 there at that date, and it dropped to 106.46. Possibly this could be a one-day event. This could be Monday's bottom, 106.46. That still hadn't been hit since then. I kind of speculated here. I can tell it's a real print. They're showing after hours change over here of 11.14% or 111, again showing Illuminati numbers, again rituals. And there's this red line right here. That's actually where I had my mouse line covered over it, and it was showing at the time 315. So the only thing odd was if the level at 315, you draw it over to here, it's showing about 117, where this line, this little red line is right here, 117. But the numbers up here are showing 118.54 open, 118.58 close, low 118.43. I know that they encode in these numbers. They encode the time and date that this is going to happen. They tell you the level down here with the 106, and then there is somewhere in here is encoded. Is it in the closing price? Did it mean 4 and 4 makes 8? That makes 8, 8, 11. It was speculation. I really don't know. That is just speculation. But this could be a target for Monday. I'm just throwing that out there. And then, of course, this could be the first major wave down bounce before they actually bottom and take a bounce back up. And then, of course, continue going down. Now, I'm telling you, if this happens, it could happen very quickly in a matter of just this whole week, just a few days. It just sell right off to that level. And then maybe they have some kind of emergency stop gate. Maybe that's Friday's close. Maybe this was Friday's close. It's really getting crazy right now. And if that happens and you see it bounce back up and then maybe continue washing on down toward the 666 low, you'd expect to bounce there. I don't have any fake prints on it, but you would expect to bounce. And then, of course, finally on down to the 3465 print, if they're going to take this thing down and take the VIX up to 349.42, because I don't see it happening any other way. Here it was again, 349.42. So this is some scary stuff. Ben's latest post basically says that it takes a long time to get these people out of here. The White Dragon Society's been doing this, but you got to understand it's been thousands of years these Illuminati gangster reptilians have enslaved mankind. They date back to the pyramid days with the Anunnaki. They were the fallen angels. They were the ones that left the spaceships. They were the aliens. They were called fallen angels back then in the Bible, but they were the ones that came down here. A third of them broke away, came down about 4,000 years ago, enslaved mankind, had mankind mine gold, and give them gold because it prolonged their life. I imagine at that time they were not shapeshifters. They just were, they came down probably in their spacesuits, and they had the reptilian heads and their fangs that are what you'd call modern day vampires, but they don't look pretty like that, folks. They look pretty ugly, I'm sure. And with their clawed hands and things like that. So people would have called them demons back then. And I believe that's what they're referring to in the Bible. It's just my theory, putting it all together. And the other 2/3 of the people, the Palladian, or the other 2/3 of the aliens, the Palladians and the Nordics, are still above in their spaceships watching over us and helping us. And I believe they were the ones that have been helping try to stabilize the planet when Bush and Rockefeller have been using HARP to attack Japan, and they've been over, I think they've been multiple sightings of UFO crafts over there trying to neutralize that HARP effect, and so they're out there protecting us. These are the angels, the fifth dimensional beings, and probably where Jesus came from. Was one of the future humans, the Palladians, fifth dimensional beings, where we will go if you keep your spirits high. And these people here, Dominic Strauss-Kahn, he is one of the evil ones that is trying to repent and ask for forgiveness, basically ask for clemency. So is Rupert Murdoch, and they have come to the White Dragon Society trying to spill their guts, and according to Ben, and they are, asking to be protected. And to me, as a human being, I know I'm a mortal spirit trapped in this human body, but as far as I'm concerned, I'd kill them. I'd cut their heads off and kill them, along with George Bush, Tony Blair, and all these other ones. Here they are converting to Catholic, going to the Vatican, I guess, praying to the Pope, saying, hey, please save me, get the devil here to save me, because the Pope and they're all, the Vatican's just full of evil. They're worshiping these reptilian demons. So, make no mistake about it, these people are evil. And Dick Cheney, Henry Kissinger, they are all about it. They have been enslaving mankind for 4,000 plus years. So it takes a while to get them out of there. But I definitely believe it is coming to that point. Yes, they're going to collapse the stock market. I don't think they're going to have the power to throw us in prison camps and FEMA prison camps like they plan on doing, and burning us like they did in Nazi Germany. I'm not going down that timeline. I'm choosing not to. Now, if you know, and what I'm talking about there is pretty much here. I'll get back to him in a minute. This is an excellent video you must watch, an hour and 43 minutes long, which you'll learn a lot about yourself as an immortal spirit. And it's done by Bill Ryan from Project Camelot and Project Avalon, and it's interview with Inella, I believe, Benz, and this is her first time on Earth. We as human beings have been I wouldn't call it reincarnation. I just call it the same spirit. Once you die in this physical body, you come back and you do another body and another body and another body. You could have had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lives. If you ever had deja vu, that is what your past life is. You're picking up something from your past life. She talks about, in her experience, this was her first time as an immortal spirit, period. She's never been on this planet before, never been a past immortal spirit. She comes straight from God's source to help this planet out, because so many people are calling out because they're sick of the corruption in Wall Street. They're sick of the wars. They're sick of the enslavement that they have done to us, the debt, the massive debt. They're sick of it. And the people have been waking up and calling out, and she was one of them that answered. And she tells her story. It's an excellent story. And in one of the stories, she talks about where she went to a person that was one of the elite, that was unknown, probably a trillionaire, probably one of the 13 people that control the planet, above Bush and Rockefeller. And he's asked for clemency, in other words, forgiveness, and for all his sins. And she went there and listened to his stories, and it was just shocking to her, because he said all the millions of people that he'd killed, I guess, in rituals, and people that he had ate through the rituals, sacrifices, the demons. I mean, everything. It's just a great story. So it's definitely something worth watching. Take your time to watch that. Gary the Numbers Guy, I don't know how accurate he's been in the past, but numbers wise, he clearly states 88 is a key Illuminati ritual number, implies that the stock market's going to crash 8% on Monday. Does 8% take us at that 106.46 fake print? I don't know. My head's spinning right now. Too much going on. Trying to get this video done as quick as possible. It's 4:49 right now. So let's see here. Yeah, 4:50 p.m. Okay, so I'm trying to get it done before the markets open. So much here to mix in, folks. I know I'm mixing a lot in here with immortal spirits and demons and reptilians, and all this is blowing your mind. I know you regular viewers, you understand what I'm talking about. I've always been talking about this since I started this site 2 years ago. And what is this website all about? I started off just charting the stock market, and then I got my first fake print back in early January 2010, and then it hit that fake print 4 weeks later to the T, and turned and rallied for 3 or 4 months straight. And I said, hey, this market's controlled. That led me down the rabbit hole to the Illuminati, and then further going down the rabbit hole, it led me to the fact that most of them are reptilian shapeshifters, which blew my mind, but it all started to make sense after a while. So Peter Schiff tells an excellent video. Gary Numbers Guy tells an excellent video. I haven't done my video because I'm doing it right now, but I'll insert it somewhere in here, and you'll see it being inserted in here. So Monday is just going to be ugly. It's just going to be ugly, ugly, ugly. I definitely believe that we are going to crash. I don't know how fast it's going to be, but this video here. Remember what Lindsay Williams has said. The Illuminati tell you in advance what they're going to do. This video looks very professionally done to me. When you look at it, it looks very professionally done. Not something that somebody like me, an amateur, is going to be able to do, a Hollywood production like this. To me, it almost spells that the Illuminati are telling you ahead of time when they say in there 67% in as little as 14 days is when you watch this video, because that's what they say. That tells me that, hey, you know, that's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to collapse it the day after the dollar crashes. You also got China here. China tells us the days, good old days of borrowing had ended. This is a CNBC story, of course, from CNBC. Germany refused to bail out Italy. They're saying no. There's going to be a default there. I can't tell you how fast things are heating up. There's no way I can think of that this market is going to go up from here. It just goes on and on and on. You also had the possibility, again, the possibility, another story I've read here, the possibility that they are going to assassinate Obama on November the 22nd, 11, which is 2011, which is 11/22/11. That is ties right in with the assassination of President Kennedy by George Daddy Bush and probably Henry Kissinger and some other thugs, some other evil reptilians. They were the ones responsible for this. And it also goes back to President Kennedy. If you've ever done your research and just type in Kennedy and Lincoln association, it'll blow your mind how close they are associated. I thought it was just coincidence years ago, but until I found out about the Illuminati. But now I know that they've been around for so long that they were the ones that killed Lincoln, and they did it on a ritual date, just like they did Princess Diana, and so they did the same thing with Kennedy, and they made all those coincidences match up. They're going to do the same thing with Obama. He'll be the 44th president, and I guess the last one, according to them, that they think that's going to happen. I'll put the link here on. I don't have it here right now. The article that I read, which blows your mind away. But they're talking about on 11/9/2011. They already got a FEMA emergency broadcast system set up. So 11/9/11, 9/11 backwards. Okay, so Obama's gonna get on there for 3.5 minutes and talk and mind program you through the television to do whatever it is they tell you they're going to do. And then on 11/11, that's when Elenin, the comet Elenin, and the asteroids are going to hit, and he's probably going to talk about an asteroid hitting the planet and stuff like that to scare everyone. So, and I don't have that on here yet because I'm just trying to get this video done. I'll put the link down here at the bottom below here so that you'll be able to go read that story too as well. Interesting story that they're going to assassinate him on the 22nd. And it's already planned. So you heard that here. Good luck to everyone. All I got to say is stay short. Stay short. You know, sure, there'll be bounces along the way, but I mean, as far as tomorrow goes, if it drops to 106 tomorrow, it's going to be ugly. The rest of the week, who knows how far it's going to go. I don't know, but it's going to go crazy. I really don't see much point in going over the charts here. I guess, you know, I'll show you the monthly. I mean, it's ugly. Look at that. Look at that right there. And you can tell by the lightning, all hell's going to break loose in the stock market. This thing is going down, down, down. It is going down. This is going to curl and go up. This red Arun, but it's a lagging indicator. We're getting ready to get the cross right here. Getting ready to go below zero here on the monthly. This thing is going down. The weekly, same thing. Weekly is still no signs of turning up. Daily is the only one showing a bottoming tail, but I wouldn't trust it's really not a bottoming tail because it's up here too. It's just a candle of indecision, pause, spinning top, or doji candle. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Still going down. Yes, it's pointing up here, but don't be faked out. This time period we're in is not like any other in the history of mankind. Astrology-wise as well, this thing is absolutely crazy astrology-wise, this time period. And with the 2012 Mayan calendar with the December 21st and all that, that's the end of the time period as far as I'm concerned, the end of the reign. 4,000 plus years of evil from the Illuminati. They're gone, and we're going to go into a beautiful world of peace and free energy devices. I believe that's coming. That's the path I'm choosing to take, and that's the timeline I'm going down. And so that's why this market is not going to be something you can just read by the charts right now. You have to look at the fake prints. You got to look at the other stuff because they control the market right now, and they put these prints out there. They're going to take them there. I've seen them do it before. So watch all these videos on here, folks. Make sure you do. Spread this around. You know, I don't see any like buttons on here, but I do appreciate it when you pass this around, forward this around to people. This is a very, very important post right here because this is the start of it all, folks. This is the start of it all. No doubt in my mind, we're starting the worst crash in the history of the stock market. It is not, it will blow 1929 out of the water. This is the worst one ever. So be safe, get yourself, go to Alex Jones's websites and click on some of those banners there to get something to stock up on food, like he says. And get yourself electric generators. I hadn't really said that kind of stuff before, but you definitely, you know, need to take that stuff seriously. I will be here chatting away at stockmarketbloggers.com. When you click on this and you go stockmarketbloggers.com/chat, and it's right on the main page there. If I can't even do right click. Let me see here. I'll just click on it. And don't think I got that. Yeah, okay, I did. Okay, this is my new site. I don't make posts there. Okay, I make my post on Red Dragon Leo still. Okay, but and I'm going to get a new chat room soon. It only takes 10 people right now, but I'm going to get a new one. This is just not working out for me. But basically, click on chat right here, or you can click on chat right here, and I'm going to be there every day. During this time period chatting away. So if it's full, I'm sorry. Right now it only accepts 10 people, but maybe I'll try to get something else set up that'll take more people. So hey, people are already waiting on my post. So okay, so I got to finish this up and get it uploaded ASAP. It is now 5 o'clock. Let's get this thing uploaded before 6. And good luck, everyone. Stay safe. This is Red, over and out, getting ready for the rain to put out the fire on Wall Street that's coming. See you guys.